of our 25 plus and 40 plus vet riders for first moto. So again, that will follow race 16, the Schoolboy 2, 12 to 17 years of age. So all Schoolboy riders for race 16, you guys need to be heading on down to the staging area now. Again, Mini Senior for race 14 is on the track for sight lap. Race 15, the 250C class, is in staging. Schoolboy 2 for race 16 is on the deck right now. And then again, we will get into the 25 and 40 plus first moto here after race 16. So all of our vet riders basically turn around, get some tear-offs on those posts, and get ready to come back down to the staging area as our first sight lap has concluded for the morning. These riders are staging back into the starting line now as we'll get ready for the singing of our national anthem.
All right, guys, Kevin Kozad, MXers for Jesus, on our last day of racing, and we've had a good time so far. I believe today is going to be no different. So join with me, if you will, and let us pray together. Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you, as we said always before, we thank you for such a great day ahead of us, a day with our family, a day with our friends, a day racing motorcycles. As we begin this day, we ask you to bless the men and women that serve this country in the military, that provide the freedoms we get to enjoy here at ACP. We think today is no different from any other. We ask for your blessings on this day. We believe we've had a great time so far. We believe this day is going to be a great day also, because we're trusting you and believing for your difference, believing for you to make a difference in every part of this day, that every rider on every gate drop throughout this day of racing, that your love and protection be about them, about this facility, and about this track. We ask this all in your name, Jesus. Amen.
Thank you for that. If everybody would still remain standing and remove their hat for the singing of our national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we were so gallantly streaming, and the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, Arizona Cycle Park, let's go racing. AZ Open Motocross Championship, Moto number 14, down in the line right now, our Mini Senior 1. Chris, who do we got down there on the line here to get racing started?
We have the number 2 of Jacob Herring out of Live Oak, California. 7, Ripley Ojeda out of Oceanside, California. 10, Brett Deering from Goodyear, Arizona. 21, John Pittenger from Spokane Valley, Washington. 22 of Jaden Tremper, Salinas, California. The 26, Brandon Shaw, Lubbock, Texas. The 42 of Joshua Correll out of El Cajon, California. The 72 of Lawson Dye. The 107 of Jordan Dow. The 131 of Nicholas Long. The 141 of Caden Gordy. 205 of Mason Davis. The 222 of Caden Smith. The 304 of Carter Wiscombe. 323 of Reese Seba. And 329, Jeff Giffen. I'm looking at these moto scores from the first 2 motos, and it looks like this is wide open right now. We got Jaden Temper coming in with 5 points, Josh Correll with 4 points, Brandon Shaw with 6 points, Nicholas Long with 7 points.
You're right, Chris. It looks like Josh Correll probably the one with the overall consistent results with that 1-3. So potentially see where that kind of puts him here and how it shakes up.
We'll see where we can find that number 42 on the track if he's in contention.
All right, so we want to make sure that all of our vet riders, I know you guys just coming in here fresh here this beautiful Sunday morning. We want to make sure we have you guys in line and what's going on. Be sure to stop on by registration and pick up all of your guys' scheduling throughout the morning as race number 1 for our 25 and 40 plus vet riders. You guys will follow race 16. So race 14 on the track, 15 now lining into the gate, race 16 in staging, and then our vet riders, 25 and 40 plus, you guys will follow race 16.
All right, coming around to complete lap 1, it looks like the number 22 of Jaden Tremper leading that first lap. And there's the number 42, Joshua Correll, in second.
So, yeah, how does that shake down? Right now, these 3, actually, the 26 bike, too, in that third spot.
So as it sits right now here, Dano, it would be Jaden Tremper with a 3-2-1 score. That would give him 6 total points with Correll that has a 1-3-2 score. If this were to finish the way it is right now, they would tie for first, but it would be that Moto 1 win, or that Moto win at the end, the Tremper, that would end up sweeping this thing. So we got lots of laps ahead of us still here for our race 14 race. Race 15, you guys are in the starting line. Race 16 in staging.
Yeah, Correll's going to have to make the pass to win this moto to win the championship.
Well,
there it is. Correll around the outside. Tremper had a little bit of a, looks like the front wheel pushed a bit coming out of that sandy corner, just opened the door enough for the 42 to take the lead.
Well, right now you could tell that the dirt is fresh. First moto, so it's super fluffy, you want to say. The 22 bike definitely suffering on that front end push coming into that sand section, Chris Vancers.
Well, yeah, these mini bikes, they're having to follow these vet lines. They're probably not used to those vet lines. They want to go the fast line.
Well, look at this. The 26 bike now coming after the 22. John, that'll be a shake-up here. Brandon Shaw, he could be moving up forward now, going from 4th maybe into a possible top of the podium.
Yeah, Brandon Shaw coming into these final motos with a 2-4 score, and he really came to fire at the end of the day yesterday with some of his motos, so maybe just took a little bit of time to get warmed up, but he's going after our leaders right now, the 22 of Jaden Tremper, and then Correll just ahead of them on the number 42 machine.
Brandon Shaw, definitely no shout-outs on the microphone, man. He was really funny to talk to, honestly. Cracking us up on the announcer's Tower of Power. Definitely a little spider monkey he is.
Yeah, Shaw just grabbing off a tear-off of that little single coming in. He's got some clear vision. Maybe he sees a spot to pass.
Yeah, great to see him using some different lines, staying out of the roost from the number 22 machine. Is Brandon Shaw. Significantly smaller, though, in stature is Shaw, and here he goes, man. He's putting on all the moves early on. So 2 different line choices here. Let's see Shaw up the inside. Unfortunately, no real rut or defined corner right there on that inside.
That was the corner. Tremper lost the lead previously, but this time he went to the outside, carried a lot more speed than trying to cut a new line on to the inside.
All right, so Carell still leading him. Jaden Tremper, Brandon Shaw, and the 131 of Long trying to make a move to the front.
So with the 131 in tow right now will be the overall. Then Tremper with a 3-2-2 and Brandon Shaw with a 2-4-3. So let's see if Brandon Shaw can get around. That might bump him up into the second spot.
Yeah, Carell right now running out front is in control of his own destiny. He should have the overall with that moto win. So it's a battle for a second and third on the podium between Tremper and Shaw.
Wow, the track looks absolutely amazing today. Vancers, you're a local yokel. You've been out here for 100 years. Talk about what you've seen over the days. I don't know if you were tuning in on Wednesday, Thursday. The track's just gotten better and better each day.
Yeah, it looks like the rain you guys got a few days ago did the trick, as Brian was saying yesterday. Once the rain comes, it gets soaks in, but when that sun goes down, the moisture comes up, so they don't have to put down a ton of water in anticipation of 30-plus motos. The water's in there already. There's maybe a little prep throughout the day. So right now, with that vet practice, cutting in some lines, we got these mini seniors now putting in some race pace laps. The track, I think, is going to shape up great for these later motos.
You're right. It's always a little bit tougher when you have, say, a different skill set out on the track that are really kind of breaking in the lines, you know, opposed to when you get a little bit of some of the faster kids, those C, B riders, the A riders know all the preferred and prime lines that they're obviously choosing.
Well, John, you know, for example, you talked about this. I don't know if you've ever ridden a track where you've had pros that just went out and laid the first of the ruts and whatnot. Everything seems to be flows a lot better than you know, when we do the apex, kind of like the V, you want to call it. But yeah, when the pros get out there and they lay it down, and it's way better when you can do that.
Kind of sets the tone a little bit. Here comes Shaw up the inside of the 22. Let's see if he can get the position here. It looks like he got him. So it looks like Shaw around Tremper here as they fast approach the white flag. What looks to be potentially our class champion here of Carell, if all goes as planned with 1 lap to go. And how about the 131 there, Dano? Trying to make a charge up here. That's going to be Nick Long. So Long has a moto win with a 6-1 score. And unfortunately, it didn't look like he got the start he was wanting, because I think he could have really been a contender and a player up front as he charges up to our third place rider right here, the 22 machine of Jaden Tremper. Oh, rider goes down.
That was Nicholas Long. That allowed Ojeda now to get up into 4th place. But yeah, Nicholas Long looks like he just lost that front end and then boots over.
Looked like it dug in. Yeah, that front end just kind of tucked in, and unfortunately, it looked like it threw him over the bars a little bit. So.
And that's a sandy corner coming out, so it was probably not something that really firm, especially this early in the day, that would be able to hold your bike. It probably just blew through whatever rut he was in, and there he went.
Sucked him under. Wow, so Long, what a great run, too. I would assume he probably had some of the quick lap times right there, because he was coming through the field to catch our leaders. So unfortunate for Nicholas Long, but For Corral, he just has to continue on his ways here aboard the number 42 machine, and he will see that checkered as we're in the final home stretch for the 42 of Joshua Corral. Again, the mini senior won 12-13. Looks like this will be your champion. Put your hands together for Joshua Corral, the mini senior won 12-13 class champion. We'll send it on down to the podium for a word with our winner.
All right. Pop that helmet off, Josh. You are the official mini senior 12-13 champion, man. Tell me about that race.
I know. I was second on the whole shot, and I was behind Tremper, and I knew I had to make a pass quick, so I wasn't in the battle, and he made a mistake, and I just passed him.
Well, you passed them all right. You got some people you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Mom and Dad, Pro Taper, FMF, Dunlop, Cherubies, X-Brand Goggles, Cryo Heat, Sure Eye Batteries, Viz Power Sports, and everyone else I forgot.
Wow, man. Let's get Austin White up here. He's got some hardware for you. How stoked are you to get this number one play right now?
So stoked.
Right on, man. Enjoy that. Throw your bike on the stand. Round of applause for Josh right here. We'll have pop some champagne. John Crisp, what's going on?
All right, we got race 15, the 250C, 14-16 limited, out on the parade lap. 15 is on the track. Race 16 in staging. After race 16, we have our first vet race of the day. 25 plus, 40 plus will have their first moto. Your 30 plus and 50 plus moto will be after race 21. So we got 15 on the track, 16 in staging. Vet 25 and 40 plus, make your way down to the track. And then race 17, this is your first call, race 7 to the 85cc 9-12. So right now we got DJ Weber in control of this one with 1-1 moto wins, the 51 out of Scottsdale, Arizona. Then we got Jesse Grosso, the number 129. Then Connor Stevenson, number 11, the 33 of Anthony Gonzalez, the 221 of Cody Walker, the 14 of Andrew Bragdon, the 351 of Payson Johnson, the 202 of Jacob Camp, the 47 of Blake Boren, the 808 of Tabby Brewer, the 423 of Jacob Haynes, and the 75 of Kylan Seibert.
All right, so sight lap completed here for the 250C 14-16 limited. Now making their way back into the starting gate. As from there, we'll get race 16 in staging, and follow race 16. We'll need our 25 and 40 plus vets. You guys will follow race 16. So all 25 and 40 plus vets, you guys will follow race 16 as they are in staging now. And race 17, first call for race number 17. 85cc 9-12 for race 17, first call. Oh, look at Grasso coming in.
Yeah, the Andrew Bragdon, the number 14 Yamaha, grabbing that hole shot, and it looked like DJ Weber was right there, but kind of got pinched off and drops back to about fourth.
Well, that's the problem right here because this is going to be the decider. It's 1-1 score for Weber with Grasso with a 3-2. So Grasso needs to get out front and check out on these guys and hope something.
This is the first time, Andrew, the 14 bike, we've seen him up front at
Yeah.
all weekend, all 5 days we've been here.
Yeah, Andrew Bragdon, the number 14 machine with the great start. And that's a good way to kind of cap off the weekend with a hole shot. So let's see if he can keep that pace here with the 129, who we know is super fast and talented. That's Jesse Grasso out of Temecula, California.
Riding for Answer Gear all weekend. Old Valet, look at that. The 14. Yes.
Okay, so race 16 now lining up into the gate, and following those riders, we'll go to 25-plus and 40-plus riders for their first moto. Again, you guys are following race 16. Race 25 and 40-plus riders, 25 and 40-plus riders for moto number 1. You need to be in staging now. All 25 and 40-plus vet riders, you must be in staging now. You will follow race 16. All right, so the 14 hanging pace right now with Grasso. I think Grasso's thinking, man, I need to make some moves and get around this guy. I need to get this number 1 score to even put myself in contention for this championship.
I think he heard you. I think he heard you, John. There he goes, right into the lead.
Oh, slick right there, Chris.
A little happy on the gas on that off camber.
Well, even sitting in that second spot with a 3-2-2, Grasso would take the championship. DJ Weber with a 1-1-5. So DJ Weber has to lay the wood down right now and get up into the position so he can take the overall championship.
Yeah, it looks like currently as he sits in fourth, I believe. No, he's in fifth. He's back there. Wow, so that's the 33 of Gonzalez, who I was talking to his dad, wrapped up a championship just yesterday. I know he was super pumped, and he just came off of mini bikes right now. So Grasso looking good. Oh, finding his own lines here.
Threading the needle right there. Round the outside, going up to, number 9 there, Chris Vanzers. Thank you. Yeah, Weber has to do something here. If he wants this title, he needs to move up. There he is right here in our screen on the 51 Monster Energy Drink Kawasaki. But here you go. Look at this. 14 back in the number 1 spot.
No, that's a lapper. That's a lapper, Dan, bro. It looked like it was. Bragdon, Walker.
I wonder if DJ Weber has an undisclosed dodgeball injury that might be hindering him this morning.
Well, he's dropping back to 6th spot right now. We got a battle royale shaping up. From 3rd to 6th, right here. DJ Weber might get 2 guys, and he sure did in that corner. Here we go. It's on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, so I keep an eye on that number 14. That's going to be the next guy, Andrew Bragdon, who will be the victim, and he is right there as Weber goes around him. So I think Weber maybe just finding his pace. It's been a little bit busy this first couple laps, so I think he's settling in, and now he's found his pace and going to charge to the front. So where we'd sit, I believe, with DJ Weber unofficial, he would likely have the championship if it were to end like this in 3rd.
Got four riders and 2 corners. Certainly moved him up in the championship points. We'll have to wait for them to come around and trip the timing and scoring for their points to update.
Yeah,
DJ Weber showing that you could pass out here, and the track is not one line. He just passed 2 dudes in 1 corner and another in the next.
Well, we'll see DJ Weber as he comes through here. We'll be able to get that for you. So Weber into third, and so it should flip here in just a second. There we go. So Weber will be 1 point ahead if he stays where he's at over Grasso. So the only thing Grasso can do is hope something happens to Weber in the back, and he just stays on his on the rails that he's on right now. So it looks like this: Grasso, Gonzalez, Weber. That was Gonzalez. That was the number 33, I believe. No, excuse me. That was Grasso. Wow, that was Grasso. You're right. Oh, it is. Oh, man. And he's still down. He needs some help, it looks like. Oh. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So Weber will take it over, and it looks like he got the bike stuck in his leg.
That was probably that soft dirt with the bike right on there. He couldn't, probably just stuck right in the dirt.
Oh, he's got a little limp to him. So hopefully he can remount and get back on that bike and salvage some points.
Got the white flag out last lap for our leader, Anthony Gonzalez, and a little bit of inconsistency on that second moto. Otherwise, he'd be right up there contending with DJ Weber, that fourth in Moto 2. With that win in a second, probably it's not going to be enough to overcome DJ Weber's 1-1-2 scores.
Yeah, just that one moto with the fours. Unfortunately, I think what did it to him. But he's coming out of here with a class championship already. Is Gonzalez? Gonzalez, yes. So a 1 and a 3 on the weekends. Not a bad overall score. So a championship and a second, I'd take it. So. Race 16, Schoolboy 2, 12 to 17. You guys are on the gate now. Following those riders is our 25 to 40 plus vet riders. And then race 17, you guys also should be heading on down to the track. Now that's the 85cc 9 to 12 for race 17. 85cc 9 to 12 to the staging area. And how about a first call for race 18, our Open Sea Limited. First call, Open Sea Limited.
You know, it's a chilly morning here at Arizona Cycle Park, and you see a lot of riders wearing those sweatshirts. But what I like, look, Anthony Gonzalez, he's got that windbreaker flapping in the wind, but he's got those neon yellow lettering and numbers on the back. So it's easy to spot him out on the track.
Well, Chris, here he comes to the checkered flag. Anthony Gonzalez will take home the moto win, but this gentleman right here, the number 51, has won the war here and will be crowned your champion with a 1-1-2 score with a tally of 4 points. Is your winner, DJ Weber, for the 250C 14 to 16 limited class. Down to you, Dano.
Awesome. Thank you, John. Well, Anthony, I don't know what's more exciting, watching you guys in that moto or the dodgeball tournament last night, buddy.
Yeah, got kind of a bad start and started picking my way through the pack and somehow came on top.
Did you see Grusso go down?
Yeah, he just landed on the inside, grabbed some front brake, washed the front end, and just wadded.
Wadded his brains out. You got some sponsors that got you here, man.
Yeah, the Hoosier Towers hooking up great out there. Sincal Lasering, Nick Mays Painting for bringing me out here. Mika Metals, DT1 Filters, Cowie Modesto, Boykin Suspension, Bell Helmets, Answer Gear, X-brand goggles, my grandpa, my mom, dad, brother, Nut Up, and IWC Motorsports, and everyone else.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you being up here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to announce your 250C 14 to 16 champion, DJ Weber. Get up here, man. Throw that bike on the stand. Get Austin White up here. DJ, let's talk about it, dude. Honest to God, I was worried there for a minute. You were sitting around 6th spot.
Yeah, so was I.
Tell me how you went through.
I don't know. I was like, I saw Small Fry and Jesse up there, and I was in 6th. I was like, shoot, there goes the championship. So made a couple moves and ran up to the 3rd spot, and then Jesse crashed.
Put your head down, and that's what you did. You had to do what you do. Austin, get up here, man. How about it? Your title. You got some people you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Team Green, Kawasaki, Hodlit, Justin Buckaloo, my mom, dad, grandpa, sister, everyone else that helps me out. Thank you.
Awesome, folks. Put your hands together for this dude. Your 250C 14 to 16 limited, DJ Weber.
All right, race 16 wrapped up their parade lap. They are in the gate, getting ready to drop the gate here for Schoolboy 2, 12 to 17 BC. Vet 25, 40 plus. Your first moto is after this. You should be in staging right now. If you're in the Vet 25 and 40 plus class, make your way down to the starting gate now because you'll be staging as soon as the gate drops. So right now we're going to be looking at Dylan Schwartz winning the first 2 motos. Chances are he'll probably win the 3rd moto too. Let's see how he does out of the gate. That yellow Suzuki, the number 74. Looks like he's 2nd or 3rd, but it's the 237. The 237 of Ramella grabbing that hole shot. Yeah, Ramella with 2-4 moto scores leading this one, but Dylan Schwartz making quick work here, starting to make his way to the front. Yeah, Ramella knows Schwartz is there. He gave him a look over as coming down number 8. Schwartz to the inside. Makes the move on the makes the pass on the inside, still able to get up and over number 9.
So the only rider we've seen sweep the moto so far is Max Lee on the weekend, and it looks like we're about to see the same here with Dylan Schwartz and all of his prospective entries here this weekend. So Schwartz, the 74, and the Barks Suzuki machine out in front, leading the way.
The Overstockvehicles.com live feed. We're getting a good look here for the battle of 5th between Josh Rize and Kobe Carper. Oh, wait, no, that's the 50. I'm sorry, Bronson McClure. This is a battle for 4th. With Rize, it looks like he's getting the better of it.
You know, Chris, it's funny. Some of the kids were starting to take notice, man. It's like, hey, it's Sunday. It's the last day. Man, I got to get up front. I got to show all our sponsors, the people watching home at live at home. I mean, it's time to shine is what this is going on here on Happy Sunday Fun Day.
Yeah, you're right. Bronson McClure coming in with a 9-5 score, so he's certainly want to make an impression here, as you said, Dan, on this final moto out of Arvado, Colorado. How about this kid here, Chris? Dylan Schwartz, man. Just on a tear all weekend long. If this is any indication of what we can see out of this guy when he jumps up into the pro class, these guys are going to be in trouble.
Yeah, Schwartz from Alpine, California has spun a lot of laps here at ACP, not only at the AZ Open or before that, I think maybe in the Western Pro-Am, but he's also out here for the Loretta Lynn's area qualifier. So he's no stranger to the ACP track, and he's put a lot of laps in here. He's had a lot of wins as well.
Probably more wins than a lot of people just in one weekend that we've seen here. So all these 1-1-1 scores certainly going to play into his favor. And the Mark Suzuki team, obviously a great pick with this young man in Dylan Schwartz, who's leading the way. Exilian Romello, can't forget about this young man. He actually had showed a wheel quite a few times and some potential here, but it's just consistently stayed within that 2-3 spot. He went 2-4 on the days out of Corona, California, is Romello. So as it sits right now, he would take a 2-4-2 score, which would give him 8 total points, and would have him as second in the championship. So if it stays like this, a great ride and a building block for Exilio to look forward to something here in the future.
Yeah, it looks like these riders have kind of spread out and kind of found their spot in the lineup. And unless they're making a mistake, it doesn't look like there's going to be too many battles for those podium positions.
Well, I think we saw it. It's like that's the key, right? It's like get out front, stretch yourself. We saw it with the rider. Dude, he was just far enough ahead that the guy couldn't catch him, and he was able to wrap that championship up. So, man, it pays to get a good start, put yourself in a good position way out front. And in the instance something happens, you kind of give yourself a little buffer, I guess. So Schwartz, Romello, Sigler, and Varese.
Yeah, Matthew Sigler right there just showing what happens when you get out of that main line after number 3. He kind of wandered out to no man's land.
But he looked like he still had good traction, though. Like he just held a good line. You did. You're absolutely right. He blew through that line, but he looked confident still charging through some of that, heavier stuff.
When in doubt, gas it out, right?
Yeah, no, I was like, oh, he's out of the line. But he's stuck, man. Suzuki was just in a good line. So Varese, this is who needs to make some moves to get into that second spot in the championships. 3-3 score, so obviously been consistent. But the other rider here is Matthew Sigler, the 130. That's who he's trying to chase down right now, and this will be for essentially to get him into that number 2 spot above Exilian, I believe, for the 24 of Varese.
Ford Height in that 10th spot. Huntington Beach Bad Boy on the 144 Blue Crew Yamaha. Like we said, man, it's so cool to have Ford in the house. Sean Height, really good surfer, rides for Doc Surf subscription boards, skateboarder, and then he just rides dirt bikes for fun, John. But we all seen him. He can hang it out. He's got a one-hole shot this weekend, but obviously rolled his ankle, so riding a little injured there. Ford Height.
If you're in the pits and you're watching this race live on the track, pull out your phone, pull out your tablet, go to AZMX or AZOpenMX.com. Check out that Overstock Vehicles live feed. With this drone footage, you're getting a unique view of the track, but also a great view of the racing going on as well.
Darren Colby from OverstockVehicles.com has his son Slater Colby in that A class now. Vancers, you know as well as I do, the Colby family, they've got more moves than a U-Haul out here, and they've been around this track a million times.
All right, so white flag is out for our leader, Schwartz. Dude, just on a tear right there. That section is so cool to see him stand up through that whole thing.
Yeah, the bike's not riding Dylan. Dylan is riding that bike. He's just putting it exactly where he wants to go.
Yeah, great control, and the track this morning is so beautiful. These riders are out here on a Sunday stroll, so Schwartz, Romello, Sigler, and Veriz. So if Veriz is able to get Sigler, that will put him in second in the championship, I believe. Because there's only 2 points that separate them, so we got 1 lap to go. We're on our final lap now. Then I think Schwartz was back there high-fiving his buddies along the fence line just now as he comes cruising to the finish line. No stress for this kid. The Bar Suzuki supported Monster Energy Fly racing machine of Dylan Schwartz will sweep all of his motos he've entered here in the Schoolboy 2 12-17 with a 1-1-1 total score, taking away the championship. Big round of applause for Dylan Schwartz. Down to the podium with you, Dano.
Yeah, thank you, John. We're going to get his monster lid popped off real quick. Throw his 7th hat. Literally, you can open a surf shop, start selling these things, man. Honest to God. Dylan, the bike looking like it's working really good today with the suspension RG3. Tell me about the start.
My whole shot device wouldn't actually lock down that time, so it was a little different, and couldn't really get to a great start, but ended up coming out 2nd or 3rd and just making a few passes.
Well, man, we got some hardware from you. Austin White bringing you up here. Look at this. Exactly. Schoolboy 2, 12-17. Your champion, guys, Dylan Schwartz. Got some sponsors you want to thank.
Yeah, the whole Bar X Motorsports team, Fly, CD, Monster, my whole family, my sister, WD-40, FMF, Twisted, Pirelli, everyone that supports the team, and myself, thank you.
Awesome, man. Well, we got to pop some cider here for you. Get your bike on the stand. Where's your mechanic? Dylan Schwartz. This kid's for real, folks. For real.
Thanks, Dan, bro. Yes, down in the starting area, we will have our 25 and 40 plus vet riders. They're out on their site lap now. So again, vet riders, 25 and 40 plus senior riders. You guys are on the gate and concluding your site lap. Race 17, you need to be in staging, 85cc 9 to 12. Also, we need to see race 18, Open C Limited. All Open C Limited riders to the staging area for race 18. And first call for race 19, 51cc 5 to 6. 51cc 5 to 6 for race 19. First call, race 19, first call. All right, so the last few of our vet riders here for the junior 25 and senior 40-plus riders now getting back into the starting gate
Right.
for their vet race.
We got the junior 25 plus, the number 16 of Levi Barnes, the 42 of Brian Petretti, the 225 of Brett Strallo, the 254 of Cody Brainer, the 265 of Brittany Gagne, the 393 of Colton Bluth, the 482 of Riley Bro, the 520 of Brandon Kahlberg, and the 941 of Cody Brislin. And in the senior 40-plus class, it's the 48 of Daniel Greason, the 72 of David Lechner, the 74 of Mark Detch, the 100 of Justin Crawford, the 126 of Mike Williamson, the 227 of Ron Nichols, the 326 of Edgar Bodish III.
So again, here we go. First gate drop. Off and running here into turn number 1.
The 941 of Cody Brislin on his Dynamic Designs Honda. And the 254 of Cody Briner. Two of our fast local pros out front in the 25-plus class. Now the senior 40 class drops the gate. Not a surprise. Local hot shoe. 55 years young, Edgar Fodish out front. Cody Brislin stalled the Honda up just before turn number 8.
Thank God for the electric start,
He's got
especially
he's got the button.
here, and it's so cold. Oh, look at this.
.482 Riley Bro.
What's up,
Battling
bro?
for Cody with Cody Brenner for that first spot.
Oh, he got him. He got him, Chris Vancers.
Now it's going to be the battle of Cody's here for second place. And Cody Brenner now washes his Kawasaki out around the finish line. So it's Riley Bro now in first, Cody Brislin in second in that 25-plus class.
Speaking of vets, we got good old Ryan from Factory Edge Racing in the house. Good to meet him and his dad. And Nick Schaefer from Ride Now Tucson representing out here for Ride Now. So we got some fun racing here today with these vets, man. Chris Vancers, you're not out there. What's going on?
Too cold. The track isn't up to my liking quite yet. There's fast guys out there.
Speaking of fast guys, right here, the 254 coming back from that spill. Yeah, we need to change that, John, because you're right behind me. 40-plus senior. I'm not a senior. And 50-plus is super senior. What up with that? That's that AMA, man. Yeah, you're vet plus. Or look at you're 25-plus, you're a junior. Ah, come on. I got to talk to Richard White on that one.
Riley Bro coming through the finish line. He's the young pup in this class at 25 in the 25-plus class. Cody Brislin, second place.
Yeah, a couple Codys right there, huh? So, yeah,
Briner,
Brislin and Briner switching positions. Brett Strallo also getting an extra spot there over Byron Petretti. Is that right, Petretti? All right. I figure you local boy maybe. Brittany Gagne in the 265, and then Levi Barnes, your 7th position for the junior 25 plus.
I think this is Brittany's third class racing because she was racing in the women's class and then the I think the Open B or Open C class.
She's definitely putting in some laps here at Arizona Cycle Park. Talk about your senior plus 40, Ed, buying a Yamaha YZF 450 off me. In first spot, the 326, as well as the 100 of Josh Hansen sponsored Justin Crawford. Good old Hanny racing over in Australia. How's he been doing? I mean, I know he's been riding a Gullwing because he keeps posting a Gullwing sponsor.
Yeah, I think he's just really liking that Honda. And, you know, Hanny, man, it's like, how much of it do you take serious? And, you know, he's kind of just maneuvers as he will. I think he just now, it's like he gets it. He's been there. He's done that. It's tough. You're right. You come from that full factory support. Then you're kind of supporting your own efforts. And it makes it tough, man, unless you really have the heart and desire and the money and the sponsorship behind you. It makes it hard, you know. And unfortunately, it doesn't maybe give you the encouragement to want to go out there and, you know, put down some of the races that you know you can do, man. Put down those laps.
John, speaking of that, and you're talking about it, I heard like last year the reason why Hansen didn't ride is because they wouldn't let him run his number 100, and that's what he wanted to do. So I think he just took the hiatus, took the time off, and now maybe going into 19, it'll allow him to get the 100, and because he's what do you call that word? Not influence, but he embodies, there we go, that 100 number. He has his own clothing line and all the good stuff. So, Josh Hansen, the 100.
You know, and it's just that crazy when you allow a motorcycle number to define who you are. It's, I don't know, man. Like, if you really want to race and you want to do it right for the sponsors and the people that are supporting you, dude, you're going to go out there and just go do it, bro. Like, a number doesn't define who you are, bro.
It does for him. Obviously.
It does. I've known it for a long time. I get it.
Like, hey, you run a number that's probably your dad's number, right?
No, my own number. I run my number, 51. It's kind of my deal.
Buddy. I run 348.
But don't get me wrong, when I got to run another number, I don't go, sorry, dude, I can't line up on the gate because it's not my number.
I get that.
And then all your sponsors are like, oh, so then I don't need to send you that check at the end of the month, right? Is that right? I don't need to send you that check?
Well, you can. I mean,
so if you don't want to show up to work, then I guess I don't need to send you a check, right? Like, you don't need a check.
I always thought it'd be interesting if it was like NASCAR where the teams own the number. So rider A moves from team A to team B, and he has to run a new number and let the team promote and sponsor the number. The live feed, we're getting a look at Cody Brislin on his Dynamic Designs Honda, and it was followed by Cody Brenner, who's still struggling around this finish line corner. He kind of stuck the front end this time, whereas last time the front end washed out. So little front end traction issues on that Kawasaki of Cody Brenner.
All right, so down on the starting line, race number 17, our 85cc 9 to 12. Race 18, our Open C Limited for race 18 in staging. And our 51cc 5 to 6, you guys need to be on deck. And first shout out here for race number 20, our 250B class. And after race 21, we'll get into moto number 1 for our 30 plus and 50 plus riders. So that'll be after race 21. So again, first call for race 20, our 250B class.
We got the Codys battling here for second and third. Unable to triple up.
Yeah, they have. They just kind of been on one another's hip the whole race.
One Cody's either stalling it, the other Cody is tipping over in a corner.
Hey, sometimes you got to stop and help your buddy get up, Start the bike for him.
And that's it. Riley Brow taking the 25 plus, and it looks like Ed Fodish is going to be wrapping up the 40 plus of these first motos. They'll come out again after race number 25 for their second moto. So Dano, what's going on with these vet riders?
All right, thank you, Vancers. Riley, tell me about that race, man.
Not much to say, really. I mean, just got a decent start. Not really. Had to work my way past a couple guys, and then just had fun from there. I've been racing the pro moto all last 2 days, so track's been beat gnarly by the time I get to it. So it was fun to race a smooth, tacky track. So, yeah.
Well, that's it, man. You got some sponsors you want to thank?
Yeah, RMX Series, Pocatello Power Sports, Vinyl at Fly, Scott, Bill's Pipes, Hinson Clutches, Rocky Mountain ATV. That's pretty much it. All those guys right there, they're cool guys.
What about that hot blonde right there?
Yeah, that's my fiance Brittany, so I got to thank her too.
Awesome, man. Riley in the house. Congratulations. Hopefully you can bring in another one here today. Oh, wait.
Yeah, Chance Hymus he thinks he's cool, but Cole Town said, I completely forgot about flex bars. He's one of my biggest guys, and I forgot him, so.
All right, well, literally he's one of your biggest guys also. All right, get out of here. Let's get Ed up here. Come on. Look at that. Factory Edge. Ryan's in the house. Where's he at? All right. Ed, you still got enough energy to get up here? God, they're calling us super seniors, man. That is not cool.
I'm getting old, man. 55, baby.
Well, 55, still got it. Hanging it out. Tell me about the race, the start, go from there.
I had a great start over the double triple. I went right off the track. I think I was fading out there in the mine, but it was all good.
Came through, you prevailed. You got some people you want to thank?
Absolutely. Factory Edge, my buddy Chris Hewitt, Yamaha, Maxima, 100%, 60, and the Chirbies. Oh, and Fly over there. Thanks.
Give it up for Rusty and the crew, the Kids Fly Zone.
One other person, Shark Dog over here. He's awesome. He helps me out, gets me through the day. So if anybody needs some good training, go to Shark Moto.
So you made this switch. How's this Yamaha working for you?
I've been on Yamaha since the 80s, and I switched a few years ago, and it just didn't fit me right. The Yamaha fits awesome for me. Yeah, it's sweet.
All right, well, Ed, way to go on that win. It's good to have you guys out here. Have a good time. John, Chris, what's going on back in the announcer's Tower Up Power?
Thanks, Dano. Yeah, just finishing up our sight lap here for race number 17. So down on the starting line here. Riding out of Visalia, California, it's going to be Enzo Timmerman, Brandon Shaw, Noah Gordon, the number 41 with the 73 of Jace Allred, the 107 of Jordan Dowell with the 17X of Drake Sahagan. Dylan Mays will be aboard the KTM number 92 machine with the 51X of Jaden Series out of Granite Falls, Washington. Right out of Live Oaks, California, of Jacob Herring, Riley Oyeto, Casey Clinton, the 211, the 5 of Trevor Bernard, Mason Davis aboard the 205 Yamaha machine, Caden Salvadori, the 142, the 21 of Jordan Pittenger, Damon Coleman, Wyatt Story, Brett Deering, Aiden Finley, and here we go into turn number 1. I'll keep these names off before we get the whole shot. Devin Cook, Ethan Cesaris, Caden Gordy, Brendan Hull, Lexi Ford, and it looks like the number, Shaw. Brandon Shaw with the whole shot. So Caden Gordy, Brendan Hall, Lexi Ford, Henry Milliken, Caden Guman, Stephen Copeland, Aiden Storovich, Carson Milliken, Hunter Rankin, Jaden Tremper, and Lawson Dye rounding out our field right here. Man.
Yeah, I think Shaw stole that whole shot. I think it was Jace Allred, the number 73. That looked like he had it, but Shaw just came around the outside. A little more speed, held it on a little longer. But now Shaw in the lead, followed by the number 21 of Jordan Pittenger. But right now we're taking a look at Enzo Temmerman and Brandon Shaw tied in points coming into this moto. Temmerman with 3-1 scores 4 points, and Shaw 2-2, 4 points.
Oh, that's the thing. It's the way Shaw's been riding, man. Kind of scary for Temmerman, but obviously Temmerman's been riding great too. As Shaw and Temmerman get a little bit closer here as they're almost done with a half a lap here, lap number 1.
So whoever wins this is going to bring home that AMA hardware. Timmerman is in second. So this is a battle royale, man. Shaw, Timmerman coming through, completing lap number 1. This is for the title, no holds barred, Chris Vancers. Oh, off the track.
Enzo going for it, but that Enzo suspension soaking up, coming up short on number 3, and he's off the track. Shaw's all of a sudden went quiet behind him. He took a look back to see what the heck happened.
Looking right back in the game, though. So didn't miss a beat, so got blown off the track after trying to do that triple step up and came up a little short, but Timmerman just held it wide and said, I'm not letting this guy get away, man. Championship on the line. Look at him railing that berm right there, damn, bro.
Unreal right there. That's first class, true class right there, the 21 bike on the factory Orange Brigade program. Hey, how about Jace Allred in that 3rd spot on the 73 machine? By far his best moto up front right now.
Yeah, don't forget about Jaden Tremper, too. He's been a player. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to finish the 2nd moto, but, dude, he won the 1st moto. So Tremper, unfortunately, out of the championship, but bragging rights can still get him to the front and try to take over this lead here. But, man, take a look at Shaw and Timmerman already checking out on the field.
Riley Ojid on the 7 bike in the 5th spot. Dylan Mays, Willie Mays Hayes Dylan on the 92 bike in the 6th. 2X, Jacob Hearing in 7th spot. The 8 on the 211 is KC Clinton. 9th is Drake Shogun. And rounding out your top 10, the 142 of Caden Salvadori. Whoever wins it wins the title.
Let's see if Enzo decides to try hit number 3 again.
I think had he had some room, he would have went for it.
Yeah,
he's carrying a lot of speed through that outside.
Yeah, little kicking it around on that back end leading up to it. Oh, Enzo on him now. Wow.
Yeah, the riding style and the aggression out of Timmerman, man, that's why he's earned that Orange Brigade ride right now as he chases down Shaw for the championship. This will be number 2 for Timmerman if he can get around our leader, Brandon Shaw, the 26 Blue Crew machine, leading the way.
Timmerman trying all the lines out there, Vancers. He knows it. Inside to out, outside to in, it's working for him. I mean, he's doing everything he possibly can to get Shaw on that Yamaha Blue Crew.
And the way Shaw's riding, though, it's going to have to take a little bit of a mistake, like maybe a dab in a corner or just maybe a front-end push a little bit to just open that door a little bit for Timmerman to go on through.
You're absolutely right. That's what we were saying. He's had such good, consistent motos, even at the end of the day yesterday, leading in. Obviously, this morning, great moto. So it's going to be a tough one. It's not going to be easy. He's not going to roll over for Timmerman. He's going to fight him all the way down to the checkered for this championship. Timmerman looking up the inside. Not sure this is going to be the preferred line. There you go. Not able to do it. So they'll kind of switch up their lines, and Shaw just going around that outside on the gas. But we can see Timmerman has his glimpses of hope right there as he looks up the inside, outside. You said it, Dano. He's just searching for every line on the track where Shaw is not going.
Definitely searching for that line. Timmerman, true class champion. Oh, bobbles right there. Allowed Shaw to open that up another bike length. So we'll see, man. I mean, we still have about 2 more laps in the books. I'm looking at T2. He may be pulling this white flag out next time around.
Well, they're coming towards the flag stand now here, Dan, bro. I think we may see the white flag. Yes, you are right. So white flag is poised. All right, so it's go time right now for the number 21 of Timmerman. So you can see, obviously, separated themselves by quite a bit from Jace Allred in the 3rd spot. So here we go. 1 lap to go, Chris.
Timmerman can get up to that rear wheel of Shaw, but Shaw's riding so well, it's not an easy pass.
Photo 13 Media right down here in Vendor Row. Stop on by, located next to sign up and registration. You want to take home a little piece of the action. Hey, who doesn't want to go home with a photo of himself, right? And I remember how my dad was. My dad was like a freak. He's like, yep, I bought every photo they had of you. I'm like, Dad, did you have to buy that one? That wasn't even that. He's like, I had to buy everyone, John Boy. So head on over. Check him out. We still got plenty of time through the afternoon. He'll be here. Check him out. Grab yourself a photo and or poster. Photo 13 Media.
When you're done racing, go see Jason. All right.
The clock is ticking here for our good buddy Timmerman.
Shaw pretty much running a flawless race.
He really
Doing what
has.
needs to do, and it's Timmerman
Uh-oh.
around the outside, switching back. Nope, not enough. And Shaw's been taking this outside line. I think it's been able to carry a lot more momentum into these little double-doubles.
Oh, look at Timmerman carrying it, though. They're going to go side by side here almost as they come into gravity cavity. So inside for Shaw, outside for Timmerman, who's going to carry speed here. So final section. I'm not sure it's going to be enough. We'll see.
This is it, barn burner.
Wow, what a barn burner to the finish line. But the Blue Crew machine will hold on and take the championship. Congratulations going out to the 26 machine of Brandon Shaw. All right, so he's down on the podium with Dano.
Wow, man, that was some barn burner action right there. Pop that lid off, dude. Let's talk. I cannot believe this. You got the moto win, and you got the overall. You are the 85cc 9 to 12 champion.
Yes!
Tell me about that race, pal.
Oh man, I just got the best start I could get, and Enzo was on me the whole time, but I was just trying so hard to hold him off and just get to the checkered flag.
You had the pressure the whole time. You rode a phenomenal race, flawless. Enzo coming up short on the uphill triple. I don't know. I saw you look over. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I heard him blip a little bit, and I figured he went for the triple. I didn't know that he did make it, but I was just trying so hard to not make any mistakes.
Well, you got some people you want to thank that got you this title.
Well, I'd like to thank my mom and dad for getting me here, EBR Performance for getting my motors tip-top, Dunlop Tires, getting that awesome hookup, Bell, Liat, Scott Goggles, Twin Air, Garnet, and everyone else has helped me. Thank you so much.
Well, let's get Austin White up here. You are the 85cc 9 to 12 champion. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for this kid right here, Brandon Shaw.
That's one
Papa
exciting kid right there.
Champagne.
Hey, we got race 18 on their parade lap right now. Open C Limited 18, race 19, 51cc 5 to 6 should be in staging. Race 20 will be 250B. And then we're going into our first moto for the 30 and 30 plus, 50 plus.
Okay, so as 18 out on the track right now, Open C for their sight lap, 19 in staging, race 20. You guys need to be heading down to the staging area. And then after race 20, we will go into our Pro Sport class. So our Pro Sport class will be after race number 20. Following race 21, then we'll go to our Senior plus 50 and Vet plus 30 riders. So again, 18 heading back to the gate for their race, 19 in staging. 20, you guys should also be in on the deck, and then all of our Pro Sport riders for race after 20.
Right. All right. We got DJ Weber and Anthony Gonzalez in this moto here in the Open C Limited, but this time Weber doesn't really have much of a margin. He is tied with Gonzalez going into this final moto. So Weber's going to need a better start than he got this morning, and Gonzalez we've seen been able to run up front in each of his motos today. So hopefully we're going to see a good battle just like we saw with this last race between DJ Weber and Anthony Gonzalez.
Oh, man, not a good jump there. So Open C out on the track now. So we're coming to turn number 1. Here comes the 51 of DJ Weber, continually showing us his great starting ability with the 11 following in tow. That's going to be Connor Stevenson out of Littleton, Colorado. All right, so TJ Stake, the 902, now moving into the number 2 spot. So it's taken that position from Stevenson. And going to try to hunt down our leader right now of DJ Weber with a 2-1 moto score coming in.
And Gonzalez, I think he was about 8th place coming across that whole shot line. Yeah, so Weber doing what he needs to do. It's going to be on Gonzalez to try and get around about 6 or 7 of these riders and then start to battle with DJ Weber. But these guys are already warmed up from their first motos.
Well, Gonzalez is making quick work of a lot of those riders as he already finds himself into the 4th spot. So just a couple guys before he'll find the tail end here of our leader, DJ Weber. So Weber consistently jumping into that double section. There's not very many riders that are doing it. I don't think it's much faster, but I think it's pretty technical to be able to do it every lap.
I think yesterday when he was doing it wasn't as fast, but when they did the little bit of the track prep before the Open Pro, that kind of built up that takeoff. You double in, you didn't have to check up and resort to the main rhythm. Yeah, Gonzalez looks to be in third there following the 902 of TJ Stake, but Weber already starting to pull out to a lead. I think Gonzalez probably had enough of watching TJ in front of him either loop out over the rhythm sections, and he said, just say, I got to get past this guy. Now it's the hunt's on for DJ Weber. Gonzalez has to pass Weber for the championship, or Weber's going to collect his second cactus of the day.
Dude, that's
TJ Steak and Shake, John. Wow, that thing is well done. You're right. The 902 right there, slipping back all the way to fourth. TJ Stake looking good. Great style. Loved watching him ride. Flowing, but unfortunately, you have the 33 and the number 11, the mobile billboard that's coming through. That is Connor Stevenson. TJ Stake, about 6'9" on that Kawasaki. So right now, we have pretty much a tie between DJ Weber and Anthony Gonzalez, with a DJ Weber with a 2-1-1 right now, with Anthony with a 1-2-2. So basically, whoever wins this moto is going to win this Open Sea Limited AMA title.
So this kind of be like the tiebreaker in championships, because the 33 of Gonzalez, he has a championship already under his belt here this weekend. So does DJ Weber. So who's going to get this third championship and or second one for
Connor
themselves?
Stevens doesn't care. Gonzalez is trying to win a championship. He just went past Gonzalez through that rhythm section, and looks like he's going to make that pass stick as they head up to number 7 up into the sand section. But Gonzalez trying to carry that speed around there, the outside, as they come into this big ski jump. Stevenson had to check up a little bit. Gonzalez retakes the lead there for second place.
Oh, rider going down. 72? What does that look like?
Yeah, that was Lane Tebbs at the top of number 9 that went down, it looks like. White flag out for DJ Weber in this Open C limited class. Gonzalez still trying to hunt him down, but I think it'd be a little too late. It's easy for me to say. We go TJ Stake, the 902.
Oh, whoa.
Looks like we got a little
yeah, a little feud going on the track. What's this?
Little bump and grind going.
Yes.
Cody Walker on the 221.
I don't think Stake is riding very clean right there. I didn't see what happened. Obviously, that led to that, but he obviously went out of his way to want to hit him in a few different occasions. All right. I don't know. I wouldn't be too pumped in that if I was the 221 guy. Cody Walker. So Walker and TJ Stake.
Let's see if Walker tries to beeline it to the outside line here on Stake. No,
Here we go.
Stake
White flag out. White flag is out. Oh, a little mistake there. Out of Stake, so that's going to allow Walker now to get around him as the 51 fast approaches the finish line. Dan, bro, we're going to send the champion up to you. DJ Weber will take the Open C Limited Championship, but doesn't go unnoticed. A hard-fought battle there from the 33 of Anthony Gonzalez in the second spot. As it looks like then it will go to Cody Walker, I believe, going to be coming up here into that third spot. So these are the two that had a little drama on the track. So let's see if anything transpires after. Congratulations, though, and down to the podium with Dano.
Well, that's exactly what you needed to do, man. Just get out, because there was some carnage going on behind you. The 33 got a horrible start. But not you, buddy. Tell me about that.
I got a start, and I don't know. I was out front and decided I was going to hit the triple in, and it worked good all moto.
Dude, that was new that you were doing. We were, like, seeing that triple in. But let's get Austin White up here, man. This is your second title. Wow. Open C champion. DJ Weber, folks. Check it out. On fire today, man. You got some people you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Team Green, Kawasaki, Hodlet, my mom, dad, Justin Buckaloo, Scotty, grandparents, sister, 100% everybody else who helps me out. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, right here, put your hands together for this kid, the 51 of DJ Weber. Scottsdale's finest right there, DJ Weber. John, Chris, what's going on in the announcers? Tower up power.
Thanks, Dan, bro. Appreciate that. Big congratulations going out to DJ Weber on that championship. Coming up next, the 51cc 5 to 6 years of age group for race 19. Get them out there on that sight lap. And then following those guys will be race number 20. You guys should be in staging. And then following race 20 will be our Pro Sport race. So all of our Pro Sport riders, you guys need to start making your way down to the starting line because you guys will follow race number 20. Race 21, you guys need to start making your way down to the staging as well. That's going to be the 65cc 7 to 9. And then following race 21, it will be our senior plus 50 and vet plus 30 riders. So again, after race 20, we will have our Pro Sport race. 21 will follow. That will be the 65cc 7 to 9. And then after race 21 will be the senior plus 50 and vet plus 30 riders. So all of our vet riders, you guys will follow race 21. All of our pro riders will follow race number 20. So again, we need race 21. First call for race 21, 65cc, 7 to 9.
Looks like we got Colt Martin with 1-1 moto scores in control, but then it's Matthew Naranjo, Tracy Morgan, and Deegan Miller all tied with 6 points for that battle for the second spot in this 51cc 5 to 6-year-old class.
So Mr. Talladega right here, Colt Martin out in front, continuing on his winning ways with a 1-1 moto score here in Moto 1 and 2, and looking to repeat that here in Moto number 3 and lock up this championship for our 51cc 5 to 6 age group.
Was off to a good start. He got that whole shot.
So again, race number 19 out on the track, the 51cc 5 to 6. Colt Martin leading the way. The Talladega, Alabama rider. And then following these guys will be race number 20, our 250B class. And then our race number 20, the 250B class, we need our pro sport riders, all pro sport riders. You guys will be behind race number 20. So we need all of our pro sport riders down in the staging area now. So 19 is out on the track, 20 is on the gate, and you guys will follow race number 20. So all of our pro sport riders, you must be down in the staging area now. All pro sport riders to the staging area. Race 21 will follow them. You guys should be in staging as well for race 21. And then all our vet riders for the 50 and 30 plus riders, you guys will follow race 21. So again, we need all of our pro sport and vet riders to begin making their way down to the staging area, as well as race number 21. Yep, he's doing it. Colt Martin on the gas right now out of Talladega, Alabama. Tace Morgan in the number 2 spot. That's the 810 machine, followed in by Matthew Naranya, the 556 machine with Jaden Smart in 4th. Deegan Miller in the 5th spot. Following in 6th, we'll go to the 825 of Gavin Burt and the 365 of Hawkins Campbell. Rounding out that 7th place position out on the track. So race 19 on the track, race 20 on the gate. Following race 20 are all of our pro sport riders. You guys need to be in staging now. All pro sport riders in staging. Following those guys, we'll go to race 21. That's going to be all of our 65cc 7 to 9. And then following race 21, we will have our vet class. That'll be the senior plus 50 plus riders and our vet plus 30 riders. Again, you guys will follow race 21. All vet riders there for the senior 50 plus and the vet plus 30. You guys will follow race 21. So again, all pro sport riders along with race 21 and our vet riders begin making your way down to the staging area now, as specifically our pro riders. Of course, we'd like to thank everybody that's coming out here and joined us here at the AZ Open Motocross Championship, day number 4, and already on to race number 20. Just a handful of motos to go here on our schedule, and send everybody home, hopefully in one piece and with a smile on their face, and a lot of hardware and championships going away here to all of our class champions. Of course, want to thank the wonderful staff and crew, all of our sponsors that we have out here. Of course, Chirby's, Bell, Hoosier, Dunlop, TNT. Of course, want to thank all the OEM partners as well. KTM, Suzuki, Husky, Kawasaki lending the trackside support. We do appreciate it. AEO, Moto City, Fly Racing in the Fly Kid Zone. Be sure to stop on by and check them out. Also, if you guys had not had an opportunity, head on over to Photo 13 Media, and you can see, buy, and take home some of your guys' memories from the AZ Open here in 2018. Of course, we want to thank Overstockvehicles.com for bringing us the live feed that we are able to bring to all of the fans at home that are tuning in. We thank you guys as well, as we've had a wonderful afternoon, our 3, now 4 days of racing, as looks like we're going to hand out another title here. What looks to be the 47 of Colt Martin out of Talladega, Alabama. Also, EcoFlow, we appreciate your guys' hospitality down there, and the rager that you guys have been helping us provide for the parents each night. So we thank EcoFlow, of course. Faster, thank you, Faster, the Townsend family, for coming out here. I know your kids having some fun and enjoying themselves. So we do appreciate that. Of course, Bell Helmet's taking care of all the guys with some product. 100%. Also, Oakley. Thank you, Oakley, for sponsoring the dodgeball tournament.
Yeah, that was intense last night. I mean, some air breaks up for grabs, but I think the intensity would have been just as high if we were handing out 50-cent coupons to the 99-cent store.
You're absolutely right, Chris. You had the bird's eye view, too, so I know it got aggressive down there, like between not only just the kids, obviously, but the adults, too. And, you know, we try to keep it PG down there, but, hey, you know, things happen, and it happened last night.
I always think, maybe I'll play this year, and then I see that and go, no, I don't want any part of that. I'll leave it to the pros.
Well, I think they said it best. These guys are, like, training for it, right? Like, they had their shirts. They had, like, their team apparel ready to go on lock.
I was telling Dano they don't get any gear money. They have to run the team gear for that dodgeball.
It was funny, and then the Moto moms got into it, too. They had their own team, kind of a last-minute drop-in, and the checkered flag going to be falling here just momentarily as Max Mandel readies himself to get the photo of this youngster right here out of Talladega, Alabama, the 47 machine. Actually, Max said he's going to give him a big hug because he's so proud of him. We love you, Colt. Good job, buddy. Take that checkered flag back home. And a championship. My Alabama boy right there. Going to join Dano down on the podium and get a hug from Max Mandel. We call him Maxie.
Oh, yeah, we're letting them get unsuited. Buddy, have your dad throw your bike on that stand, and you can pop off and take, I don't know how many of these hats you got now. Talk to me. How cold was it out there?
Really cool.
How'd you feel? Get me through the start to the finish. By the way, I hear you got to dance. Let me see you do the dance. Oh, popping and locking. All right. Get me through the start to the finish, and then thank all your sponsors.
On the start, we're good. I knew they was on me, so I just stepped on the gas and I got it.
And you got some people you want to thank?
Rouge, Cobra, Oakley, Alpine Star, Dunlop, and everybody else over that. Thank you so much.
Awesome White, get up here, man. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your 51cc 5-6 Little Martin, Alabama's finest right here.
All right, so there you go. Proud moment right down there for Colt Martin. Big congratulations going out to you. And those hats, I think they say one size fits most. You're going to grow into that thing, buddy. You got a lot of them, so you got some time to grow into them. Colt Martin. Hey, watch out for Max's deal, man.